You are listening to the daily homily for Magdala in the Holy Land.
Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Sometimes we laugh at people who ask dumb questions. We call them dumb questions. And maybe somebody, I don't know how they reacted to Thomas at the Last Supper, but he asked a question. He wasn't embarrassed to ask the question. And he got this incredible answer. A true capsule of the significance of Jesus. I am the way and the truth and the life. And this line has been so meaningful for us as we try to articulate, to structure our relationship with Jesus. So he is the way, the path, the way to the Father. And we look at him for direction, how we are to go. Thomas said, "We don't know where you are going. How can we know the way?" And Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And the entrance of our novitiates, written over the entrance, like here we have Duc In Altum. So all of the novitiates we have around the world have 3 words written on the outside: Christus, vita, vestra. Christ, your life. Saying to the person, the aspirant who is coming in, wanting to do this, if you're coming in here, Christ will be your life. That doesn't mean that we don't have moments when our hearts are troubled, when we don't see clear, when we are confused. And Jesus said, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." But that's not something we can control by commando, by remote control. Press a button and our hearts are fixed. It's sometimes a path of, first of all, endurance, because many things can trouble us. We see evil things going on outside or inside us, and we are troubled, sometimes maybe even scared. And how do we grow into that tranquility? We even see Jesus himself. He was troubled in Gethsemane. And he even asked the Father to remove the chalice, to pull the plug on the program. I don't want to go ahead with this program. This was his flesh reacting. His humanity didn't want the crucifixion. And yet, in that trouble, through the work of prayer, even to the point of sweating blood, Jesus then reached a peace that's so incredible that when they come to take him, he says, "Take me and let the others go. Who do you want?" This is a very interesting switch that Jesus does, that's granted to him by the Father, that he is able to go from this time of great interior trouble to extraordinary serenity and strength before the Passion. This is actually the path of all the martyrs. They go through amazing trouble, but they have the strength to do it. How could they have strength to go through these ordeals, these trials? And so there we see their union their union with God. And this is very beautiful. Before we switch over to the first reading, I think we should also dwell here on this other word in this text, this very short text, 6 verses of chapter 14 in John's Gospel, the first 6 verses, and it's this one: "In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be." It's interesting that this text is a frequently used text at funerals. People are experiencing grief. It's a time of trouble, especially when parents, for example, are at the funeral of their child. When a spouse loses their partner with whom they shared life for 40, 50, 60 years, their hearts can be troubled. And it's difficult. And then to hear these words: "In my Father's house there are many dwelling places, and I have gone to prepare a place, and I will come to take you." So really then death is reread not just as loss, but also, and more significantly, more importantly, that it's when Jesus is coming to take us to the place he has prepared for us. And this is very strong. This is very powerful. It's important to think about our life in this world. We live as if we're not going to die. We don't want to die. The others are the ones who die. And we are going to be around forever. We don't think about it, but one day we will be buried. And then to have this faith, this attitude, this understanding of our identity as Christians and our bond with Jesus and how he is coming, and he already has prepared a place for us. I think we leave it like that, and we leave these other texts for another day.
Thank you for joining us today. If you want to learn more about Magdala, follow us on YouTube and on Facebook.